doing? Yeah, trading view. Let's hope the stream didn't start. Did the stream start? The stream probably started. Oh, what do we see right here, right? Let's put some music, right? Let's play some music right now, right? Because we don't go to SoundCloud anymore. SoundCloud plays too much ads. We'll try it one more time. They play too much ads. We're out of there. Let's pump this bad boy up. You ready to wake up? Hey, Hollywood. No, I'm like, hey, you ready to wake up, right?
Vo svete je všade taký bordel, že to ani Maria Boha nedá do pokoju.
Okay, hold on. Let me say it. Unguarded divinity. Or no, is that too deep? Okay. Unguarded divinity. Hey, brother. You sound like you're gonna bring one medieval sword out and go slay me, bruh. I go scared now, too, bruh. Am I tired of streaming 2-0? No, bruh. I don't care who stream, who like see this, bruh. And no, I don't like pay fake money for you to for me to think, oh yeah, fake viewer, oh Alexi. No, I'm sorry. I swear, Kick has the most bots out of all streaming platforms. Out of the 4 platforms I'm streaming on, Kick is the worst with all the bots. Just to let you guys know.
Concentration. Do you want to know what I think?
Boogie woogie. Boogie woogie.
Do you want to know what I think?
Boogie woogie. Boogie woogie. Boogie woogie. Boogie woogie. Boogie woogie. Boogie woogie.
Tell me, what do you see?
It's time to rock.
Underground. Straight from the underground. Underground. Straight from the underground.
Yeah, we do. We do. Oh, I didn't do the famous Aloha, brothers, sisters, Haji. Yo, this was from July 14th. July 14th. Okay. Okay, yeah, it's not that low. Just look at this one. I know it's going to be a little confusing, but it's somewhat similar to it, right? I mean, but there's another one I did that was really interesting. But we were just doing a bullish butterfly harmonic. We seen that it yeah, actually we were just charting new territory, to be honest. Actually, we weren't even going off of previous highs or lows. We were just charting for the skies. But this is really interesting. Because look what happened. It did it. And then remember remember when I drew this too? Who remembers this bad boy? Who remembers this? Who remembers this? Okay, it's a different channel. Okay, we're at the right one now. Okay, Radabu, who remembered this, Ra? Is this May 28th? I don't want to trip you guys out that bad. Let's see, May 28th. Did that happen? Oh, yeah. This one's on the 4-hour, though. But yeah, this one did occur, too. Hold on, let me bring this one back. Let me go back. I don't think... That doesn't have any month of July. Okay, let me go back. So, we were here. That was red. That was up to there. Oh yeah, you're right. That's interesting. Hold on, let me go back. Okay, you want to see the beginning of the month? Wait, no. That's why. What was that? Sorry, Radabu. Okay, which date is this? July, beginning of July? Yeah, it's the beginning of July. Okay, let's do... So basically the whole month of July was super bullish, and then it entered consolidation, or let's say around July 14th. I'm on Bitstamp with this one. I thought I put... Oh, that's right. That's why I should have created my own Telegram channel so I could post all my all my charts there, because I was posting in this one group for months, and I guess they booted me because I didn't. Yeah, I don't see it anywhere here. That's crazy. Anyways, I think this is the oldest one I have. Let's see. This one's July 9th. Trying to get something older. Trying to find something older, but this is July 9th. Let me bring this down a little bit so you can see this bad boy. Yo, we called this, kind of somewhat called it, price discovery was still like, you know, it was on the horizon, and I knew it. And just looking at this was like a minor pullback, but we're going to be in, and was it? Yeah, no, it was July 7, yep, July 9th. So we basically had that, but then, yeah, 26. This ends on the 26. Yeah, that's crazy, right? Look, oh my gosh, look what happened. Look on the 20s. Oh, no. Okay. That was a little off. Wait, is that that would have been crazy. Hold up. So that's the 21st, 26th. Okay, so it's before the 26th. I kind of initiated that. Okay, so yeah, it's somewhat did it. That's a trip though. That's a trip. Okay, back to trading, bro. Change of character. Break of structure. Order block. We enter the trade from the order block. Shout out to the legends who understood that. Jab, jab, right hook. No, I'm playing. Give me a second. I'm gonna take a little snappy poo. Yo, imagine like aliens coming down the earth wanting to, you know, see, like, check on humanity, and this is what they it's playing.
more impact.
Freaking price freeze or what?
Got it ready, gotta do it.
Ain't at the same spot? What happened? Is it frozen? Oh,
Got it ready, gotta do it.
Yeah, we can start trading like this. Watch. I'm glad you showed me that. Yeah, I got it. I got it. Give me a second. Hold on.
Order block. Break of structure. Order block. 5-minute time frame. Low time frame change of character. Low time frame order block. Liquidity sweep. Buy side liquidity. We enter the trade from the order block after the liquidity sweep, with our target set at the buy side liquidity. Follow for more breakdowns.
Interesting. Very, very effing interesting.
Why is Amazon paying
Very, very. Okay, no, you're not.
Break of
interesting.
structure.
Okay. Let's go. Did we watch this one? Already?
Break of structure.
We did, yeah.
Or break of structure. Point of interest. Liquidity sweep. Low time frame point of interest. Sell side liquidity. We enter the trade from the point of interest with our target set at the sell side liquidity. Follow for more breakdowns.
So I've had solar for about 2 years now, and I'm very happy with it. My neighbor-
Point of interest. Break of structure. Liquidity sweep. Low time frame change of character. Order block. Liquidity sweep. Buy side liquidity. We enter the trade from the order block after the liquidity sweep, with our target set at the buy side liquidity. Follow for more breakdowns. Break of structure. Point of interest. Liquidity sweep. 5-minute time frame. Low time frame order block. Buy side liquidity. We enter the trade from the order block after the liquidity sweep, with our target set at the buy side liquidity.
Okay, that's pretty cool. Yeah, let's do that. Let's hope for that. Let's see. What do you think? That's interesting. Pretty much for Bitcoin, huh? Hit up Solana real quick. Salami. If you gon' fudge your bag, you better call your mommy. Or your poppy. I'm just... what the? Yo, what's this? I'm gonna have to look back, but look at it played out. Remember the bull trap I did on Salami? Interesting, right? That's why you gotta always, I mean, all that liquidity sweep and break of structure, change of character, and choo-choo of heritors, whatever, this simple bull trap was enough to just this simple parallel channel. And then hold on, let me try and find it. You think I'm playing too? Watch, look. I know it's nothing to like brag about or anything, but hey, I called it. Yo, boy called it. What you think about that? What you know about that, rah? See, look. July 14th. See? July 14th right here. I seen this. I seen it. And I seen it. The brother boo seen it, rah. See? Knowledge is your greatest asset, rah. And education, rah. If I never knew about this, rah, then what you think, rah? If I never knew about the bull trap pattern, rah, never knew about the first top, second top, what you think will happen, rah? But yeah, here it is, July 14th, and it's like let me just delete it and go back. See, look, it went like played out just perfectly. It's like whoever, like the market makers or whatever, they looked at your boy, was like, yeah, we gonna ride with that one. I'm just kidding. Well, yeah, ain't that crazy, right? Interesting. We were down here in that. I think that was actually on a lower time frame too. I just noticed that. Hey, but the bug is still like that, right? Sorry, headphone users. But if it makes you feel any better, I got headphones on blasting too, right? And I was just I meant that on all the, I was just joking. I hope you didn't take that personal with the breaker structure thing, because trust me, I would like to use that strategy. Like, it's something new to me, but yeah. So Appreciate it. Yo, what the heck, bro? I'm sorry, dude. What the heck, bro? I'm not, be positive, Brother Boo. What was that, man?
found evidence of black holes. Millions, even billions of times the mass of the sun.
I just want to drop something for I forgot someone. I think it was on Twitch. Yeah, I think it was on Twitch about how patterns aren't real or something like that. So we're gonna just drop this real quick, and we're gonna watch it.
Have you ever wanted an answer to a problem?
Okay.
Have you ever wanted an answer to a problem, but no one can agree on anything? Alright, here's the problem. There are fake gurus out there who will sell you on secrets to making money that don't actually work. Worse yet, these gurus are proven liars who make their money from lying to beginner traders who don't know anything. Oh no! On the other hand, there are YouTubers who call out fake gurus, claiming that patterns aren't real and it's just a weird psychology thing with how people buy and sell, and it's the male equivalent of astrology. So the question still stands, is it real or not? Well, if we really want to put this to the test, we'll have to do it ourselves and build an entire market simulation from scratch. In a market, there are people who want to sell a product and people who want to buy it. If we throw a whole bunch of these people into a simulation, it'll create a little microcosm market. But right away, we run into a problem. How do these people make up prices? One person could make up $100 and another say $2. There's no rhyme or reason to this. To fix this, we'll use one piece of human psychology, and then the rest of the video, I promise, will be math focused. We're trying to make this as unbiased as possible, but we need this detail here. So if the price is $100, the new prices that traders pick will be up or down 1% at a random value. So if someone heard hot dogs are going for $5 a piece, it's pretty unlikely they'll suggest $50 as the next offer. So our code makes a price like $4.95 the likely next offer. Alright, with 1,000 of these traders in our simulation, it just kind of sits there. So there's something called a maker, and they make the order in the order book. And then a taker who takes the order at whatever price is there. And if everyone is happy with the current prices, nothing's going to change. They just keep placing the same orders over and over again. And it looks like if nothing is happening, then maybe we do need psychology after all. Let's just give it a shot real quick, but I started coding up some new traders with different strategies. So we got random traders, but then we have trend followers who buy when it's going up and sell when it's going down. Something called high frequency traders, they place buy orders below the price, sell orders above, and then whales who place these huge orders. Let's give it another shot, but even with all this psychology, it looks like it's impossible to get any long-term patterns to form. I honestly messed with this for a long time, but it just...
I'm gonna ask ChatGPT right now. Compare yourself to Trade Algo's Trade GPT.
Doesn't really resemble a market. So I think if we want to have any hope of proving whether patterns are real or not, we're gonna have to try a different approach. So since we're trying to stay away from psychology, let's focus on these random traders. We're trying to prove that patterns are math-based, not psychology-based, so if we can prove that patterns show up even when the traders are completely random, then we've actually proven there's no psychology needed whatsoever. But the longer I ran each simulation, the more this kind of stagnating problem would happen. Maybe the price would move a little bit up or down, but then it would just stop. Eventually, it would be kind of trapped in this, like, 1% range, which makes sense. The random traders only place orders plus or minus 1%, and so the 1% just stays the same no matter how long it goes. It's almost as if these huge walls on either side of the price kind of keep it from moving, and every once in a while, when those walls were gone, we would see these huge price movements, but how do we get that? What we need is to remove the walls. So in my code, I've had a 50-50 chance where an order is either a maker, where it just sits there, or a taker, where it takes the available offer. I figured at this point, maybe there's too many makers, which is creating the wall. So I got rid of a few, and I didn't really expect much to change. But the price began to move, like a lot. And now it's making these huge jumps between existing orders, so let's try 0 market makers at all. And I barely changed anything to the code, but this tiny change completely altered the simulation. Here, look at this. All of these random orders seem to be slowly moving upward, even though it should be random. And like, remember, our traders are random. There shouldn't be any patterns here. So this is a real pattern in real markets, and it's called support and resistance. And our simulation is recreating it through pure mathematics. Okay, let's run through some tests to see if these resistance lines show up more. Alright, I'm checking it out, but it's not what I was expecting. Let me draw this real quick. So this sort of looks like nonsense, but if I bring over this, it looks like one of those trading diagrams. So I've actually found a bunch of these, and they literally play out according to the rules. In the real world, markets are driven by an order book. It keeps track of all of the available maker offers, and that's really what we've coded into our simulation. But I'm curious what kind of an impact this order book has on the price. For instance, do the tops of charts have a huge order that's preventing the price from moving up? The only way to figure this out is to visualize the order book history. So we'll draw out each one of these order bars, and then we can make them more or less transparent based on the size of the order. Now, I have to rewrite my entire simulation so it runs on the GPU, but ever since I figured out how to do this, this is actually super easy, and honestly, you can run anything on the GPU. In Unity, the shader scripts end up using the GPU, so everything is just a shader. I've even written a neural network inside of a shader, and this was because I was trying to see if you could train an AI to make trades to make money, and that turned into a whole side project. But for now, we're still trying to figure out why exactly these patterns seem to show up. Okay, take a look at this. This is sort of a weird U shape, but others would call this a cup and handle pattern. And everything about it, from the cup shape to the small handle, it all shows up right here. It's beyond fascinating that the patterns show up at all, let alone they're the same patterns that appear in traditional markets. But my biggest question is still, why? The inescapable prevalence of a phenomenon such as patterns kept sprouting up like a weed. It was like a rock that I just couldn't quite shake out of my shoe. But then it hit me. Since we've already ruled out psychology as an explanation, because we're only using random traders, then there must be a mathematical explanation for all this. An explanation that had to be simple. Consider this chart. Now, technically, none of these traders care about what the price used to be. They place orders purely based on the current price. And at $100, they'll place a ton of orders around 100. Now let's just say that price goes up to 120 briefly. The next time the market wants to move down to 100, there are all these new orders it would have to get through. Well, maybe it only hits 101 or 102 and it doesn't go below that. Well, the traders keep placing new orders around 102 because that's what they do, and a new slew of prices flood in. The next time price returns to this area, it has to get through 102. Well, this can happen over and over again, and over time it can appear as if there is resistance. You get, say, 3 of these dips together, and you can practically draw any sort of line through them. So, technically, resistance lines are a total mathematical principle. But more importantly, since patterns show up in our simulation, this means that patterns are really just extended support and resistance. You take all of these patterns and really you can extend everything, and it's just these different support and resistance lines. So in a weird way, we've proven that patterns are actually real? Now, I'll be totally honest, when I set out making this simulation and this video, I did not expect this result. I genuinely thought that we were gonna find out that patterns are fake, you know, and I was trying everything I could to make it not work. I tried introducing psychology and doing anything to show that the random trading would not create patterns. But nope, I just basically proved that in real life, the markets are driven by people who are just as erratic and unpredictable as a random number generator.
Pay attention. Education and knowledge is the greatest asset on planet Earth.
factor. In essence, most people have no strategy, no reasoning, and you perform just as well by randomly buying and selling, which solidifies that the reason patterns show up at all is based purely on how the order book fills up over time, not based on human psychology and people trying to predict the stock market. I mean, think about that. The fact that we can generate patterns that look identical to the stock market with random, nonsense trading means that most stock market traders are kind of bad at trading, which makes sense. There wouldn't be any money to be made if everyone was good at it, but I still find it so comical. So anyway, I guess that this means now we'll have to make an AI learn how to trade the stock market using patterns or something. I don't know. If you want to mess around with this simulation, it's on my Patreon. The project has some buy and sell buttons that I've added so you can try to make money or lose money or, you know, do whatever with it. Oh yeah, I have a Patreon now. A special thanks to all these patrons who have already signed up. Thank you all so much. We also have a Discord, so join the Discord. I haven't even talked about it before, but quite a few of you have already joined. So come on over and hang out. We'll do some game jams at some point, work on projects together, and just send some good old memes back and forth. All my video projects are on my Patreon, I think. I'm trying not to just dump the whole project onto GitHub, mainly because I'd rather make a gamified version of each video instead of making you build it yourself. You know, and later on down the road, maybe I'll turn the Fluid Sim game into an app or something. I don't know. You don't know. We don't know. No one knows. So stay tuned because you might miss it. I'll probably miss it. Oh.
Crazy. Created a simulation, coded a simulation to prove patterns do not exist, and ended up creating patterns. But the one thing I got from that was order book. Dun dun dun. It's showing up and confirming on a lower time frame. Do you see that? Right here. What we just drew on that time frame, it just confirmed it on this one. Wow. Interesting. Everything would be to the moon if everybody wasn't so stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I got from that video. But since, you know, yeah, we got a bunch, you know, just think of, now I think about this chart, I'm not even looking at it like that. I see it as, you know, the order book. Ooh.
Just one more night.
Taco Bell's new crispy chicken tacos and burritos.
They are good, yo. Taco Bell's those new boxes they got. Shoot, oh my gosh, dang. The build your own box with you get the crunch wrap, no tomatoes, extra nacho cheese, and then you get the 5-layer burrito with that bad boy. You know what I'm talking about? Oh, mamas, you wanna go outside?
Ranked #1 in innovation. 10 consecutive.
Let's go to Grave D.
Silently waiting, this predator latches onto unsuspecting victims, burying its head deep into their skin, draining their blood with terrifying efficiency. This bloodsucker can grow up to 100 times their usual size. Lying in wait, hungry for blood, this vampire arachnid goes by the name Tick. Tick.
What? Dang, they got a laser eye. I never seen that. That's my favorite trait. Just anybody watching, bro, you know you like give me something, bro. Make sure the trait got one laser eye, right? Don't like taking anything else other than that. No, I'm just like, dang, okay, I like that. Got the little laser eye trait. Okay, okay. I see it. I see it.
Some things you just can't rewind. Yeah.
Hey, don't do what I'm doing. I'm showing somebody what not to do, okay? So, yeah, just don't follow what I'm doing. This is not financial advice. And, yeah. Oh, the market cap already at 640. Dang it, brah. Dang it. Okay, so maybe not the 2000. Oh, the dev sold already too. Oh, he bought two. He bought at the same price. He bought at the same price. No, just kidding. I'm kidding. Look at this dev. If it can get to a 7, that'd be interesting. But yeah, you just don't. This is why you don't buy at the top. I'm just kidding. Oh, what is the? Spilled some. No. We're transparent. We're transparent. Just little dollar trades. Come on, baby. Get it. Next candle. Go, 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 go. Bugger got the energy of winning thousands of dollars, right? Only $1.92. Yeah, you could have been, could have added me, you know. I don't mind being added too, to be honest. That's only a 1,500%. It could easily get to 6,000. Like that one last time we got. But that's impossible right now. For sure. It's got potential though. It's got potential. But yeah, you just gotta be aware, like stuff like this. Wonder if I could put it in the honey pot. No, that's for the other chain. One thing that I did like that it had on that other one was the dev sold in the beginning. So when you sent me that screenshot, it was a pretty interesting one. Because when I seen that, I was like, oh, okay, that could be possible. You know, just throw a little $4 or $5 in on that. But no, you definitely don't want to do that. Like you want to check the bubble maps, you want to check the contract address. There's like a lot of certain things you would want to check before doing that bad boy. Only 24%. That's not bad. We gotta go here in a few anyways. He said, do you buy coins after the dev sold? Yeah, like this, right? What a friend was saying, you know, Knight Financial Advice, do your own research. But a friend was saying, like, when it got up here, right? Okay, say we know that we seen this on Tokyo. We know we've seen it on there. So you're gonna wait for the initial pump. It's gonna retest somewhere lower, and then you gain your entry point. That's a smart one. That's a smart one. Yes, the early birds get the worm, but that'd be interesting. Interesting. But I mean, why invest in a project if you're just gonna dump it, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, is that really like responsible and being a, you know, like a respectable person in the space? I don't know. I don't know. Like, yo, bro, let's get on here and dump all these tokens and buy in early and just keep dumping them to me. Nah, brother. Nah. Yeah, just trade your perps on Solana. I agree with that. Yeah, before I went on here, I recommended nobody do this. But yeah, that's exactly what I would do. That's the best advice. You're right. I appreciate that, conventions, but I do not have Discord. The only socials I'm on are X, Twitch, YouTube, and Kick. Catch your boy on those. Yeah, buddy. That's how I do that. Discord, I've heard of that though. I've heard of that. We're just chilling right now. About to end it in a few minutes. We've charted a few. We were already on Bitcoin. What did I have on there last? Yeah. Oh, that'd be funny if it still hit B. But yep, we were already here. You wanna hit? I'll show you what I've done. Go back. Yep, we've done all this morning. Oh, wait. I was clicking back the whole time? All right, now let me see. There we go. Kind of bragging about the price being where it was. That's all we were doing right here. Okay, wonder why it's... Yep, we did all this already. Oh, wait, what do you want to see? Tell me what you want to see. Boom. I think we'll leave it right here. Yeah, we'll leave that right there. That's what we did in the beginning. This one we didn't really do much. Bitcoin's kind of like the main one to see where everything's going to go and how the market's going to be accepted, right? No, that's incorrect. This moves separate from that. No, just kidding. We did a few stuff here. We did a few stuff on Solana. Salami. If you're gonna fudge your own bags, better call your mommy. Or your papi. For baba. We did a few things. Just be on the lookout for those patterns, those certain patterns. We watched that one video too, where the dude created his own simulation to try to prove patterns were non-existent, and the AI actually ended up creating the patterns. And we found out something about the order book, so we're gonna try to find the order book strategy. Yeah, that's the new one. Right at y'all. I gotta head out to this doctor's appointment. I'll catch y'all later. Alligators. Oh, it's going. It's going. It's going. right where I said too to buy. Remember, we were just saying, oh yeah, you wait for the initial dump, right, and then you go buy it, right. Oh, I'm not gonna be able to. Oh, that's a bad move. Yep. Oh well, we'll see when we come back. Come back to the doctor's appointment either in the green or in the red. All right, y'all. Y'all have a blessed day, amazing day. And peace be the journey.